Gertrude Stein penned the famous line, "A rose is a rose is a rose." But Gertrude was wrong. A rose isn't always a rose. Sometimes it can be the sign of a miracle.
Welcome once again to the Thrift Store Rundown's Roses and Rosewood, reviewing all things Bachelor and Pretty Little Liars on a budget. Two minor miracles in the grand scheme of television, and two major miracles in the even grander scheme of binge-worthy, tantalizing guilty pleasures. Last week, boy oh boy, did Clayton have his hands full. We're talking Sine versus Elizabeth and Cassidy versus the world. While they verbally duke it out, and while Clayton tries to get all of his ducks in a row, whoa, we here are having a blast revisiting past seasons of The Bachelor and Bachelorette and Pretty Little Liars. Because PLL was, is, and in my book will remain, literally, endgame. This edition has something for both Bachelor Nation and PLL Army, as most Us Weekly issues do, at least the ones I review around here. We also have a little something for the Emma Chamberlain fans and the Billie Eilish fans, which, on both counts, I kind of, maybe, somewhat, a little bit, might become someday. You'll all be delighted with the May 31st, 2021 issue of Us Weekly, which I paid $1.49 for, and of course you know the major cover story here. The resurrection of Bennifer. Ben Affleck and Jenny from the Block, Jennifer Lopez. The real story. Inside Hollywood's hottest reunion. Why J-Lo gave Ben a second chance 17 years later. Thanks a lot, Keely. Why a dumped A-Rod, former Yankee giant Alex Rodriguez, was left broken and betrayed. Well, no disrespect to you two. I prefer the Bennifer of the Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck type. But you go on and live your best life as a couple. And no disrespect to Angelina Jolie, you're certainly no villain. Not one that I'm aware of anyway. Ariana Grande or Queen Elizabeth. But let's go ahead and get right to what we came here for. Actually, we're going to start things off a little bit differently on the YouTuber side of things. We're in the Who Wore It Best section, where us asked 100 readers in New York City South Street Seaport who rocked this Louis Vuitton Pont 9 bag the best, which is retailed at $3,900. In first place, Olivia Culpo with 47%, aka former Miss Universe, and one of Nick Jonas' many former flames. Second place is Anna de Armas. Fourth place is Sophie Turner, who, fun fact, is married to Joe Jonas. She's a Game of Thrones alumni. And in third place with 12%, Emma Chamberlain. A bronze medal for a blue handbag, which matches her ensemble as a whole. Light blue jeans, dark blue top. And yet she has a distant third place. Go figure. I talked about Emma Chamberlain once before, when reviewing her Cosmopolitan spread. You're certainly welcome to click the link in the description below if you want to check that out. There's also a photo of Addison Rae attending the MTV Movie and TV Awards of 2021, representing He's All That alongside Tanner Buchanan, with a steamy makeout session. The makeout session's not in here, just Addison Rae and her rather racy ensemble. She got to start on TikTok, not YouTube, so I'm not even going to bother with her. Let's just go ahead and cover the PLL section first before we get to the Bachelor section. By the way, in the Bachelor section, we got a double shot for you today. Bachelor and Bachelorette. But first, Lucy Hale in the Hot Picks section. Golden Goals. And before I say anything else, rest in peace to the truly OG double G, Betty White. Stars lighting up for the warmer months. With summer just around the corner, Lucy Hale went for a honey lemon look on April the 12th. Get a look at her hotness up close and personal, will ya? Yeah, there you go. Honey lemon. I gotta say, Lucy definitely looks like a honey, and her look right here is definitely not a lemon. And since I already mentioned Billie Eilish at the top of the show, let's go ahead and give her another shout out because I think she's kinda hot too. Billie Eilish recently said she decided to make the switch after seeing a fan edit online. Nice. Way to get the fans what they want. I prefer the green hair just a little bit more, but that I'm kind of going on. Turning a couple of pages over, let's go ahead and talk about Sean Lowe's ups and downs as a Hollywood dad. Sean Lowe admits that his parenting style has changed since welcoming baby number 3. Quote, I find myself acting more like a grumpy dad, says the former Bachelor. I'm a pretty laid-back person, but when 3 kids are constantly screaming and crying, I find myself losing patience more often than I probably should. Well, you have 3 kids, and you should count your lucky stars, because they are the most major blessings in your life. Catherine is definitely a very honorable second. Very close. Samuel, Isaiah, and Mia. It takes 2 to tangle to make those 3 blessings. So this is a little mini questionnaire with Sean Lowe regarding all of his trials and tribulations as one of the hottest Hollywood dads out there. I hope my father doesn't see this. Alright, now let's even things up and talk about Kaitlyn Bristowe's love life at least once more. Kaitlyn off the market yet again with another Bachelor alumni, Jason Tartick. She said yes. After more than 2 years of dating, Jason Tartick popped the question to Kaitlyn Bristowe, the former dance instructor who broke things off prior to going with Jason with Sean Booth, personal trainer. It was everything I could have asked for, says the former Bachelorette, gushing of the proposal, which took place while she was preparing to record her Off the Vine podcast. The engagement was a long time coming. Last May, Bristowe told us that she was ready to lock down forever with Tartick. Quote, it feels like the natural next step. Well, just because you get engaged doesn't mean that you will be heading for the altar. Many folks break off their engagements, especially in Bachelor Nation, before they make their way down the right altered road. So, we'll see what happens. I'm not placing my bets on anything, but good luck. That'll be that. 4.5 out of 5 claps, and just for Jennifer Garner, I'm still available because Cindy Bristowe has a special place in this house. Once again, I'll take a moment and say my goodbyes, and we'll see you again next week for another edition of Roses and Rosewood. Thanks for watching RAR on TSR. Thanks for watching TSR. Now, to see another awesome review like this one, click here. If you want to become a Hollywood bargain hunter, click here to subscribe. Now catch you on the thrift side.